Live from Julian's basement, it's Podcadzo. You give us an hour, and we'll give you the world. The world consisting primarily of YouTube references and Steely Dan trivia.
I just love that podcast.
It's podcadzo.
Yes. It is the return of podcadzo, everybody.
Is this the official return?
I think we might as well just make this the comeback episode.
This better be a damn good episode.
Yeah,
Looking
no pressure.
at you.
No pressure, Quincy. So to catch everyone
I'm
up,
certainly not bringing anything.
to catch everyone up who's new to the pod, if anyone is coming in episode 101, we recorded episode 100.
Nah, go back and watch the first 100, you lazy fuck.
Yeah, pause this. Spend about 125 hours getting through those first 100 episodes.
That's a lot of hours.
Then come back here, and now it will catch you up on what's happening.
You know, I'm proud because that still means that our average episode length is over an hour.
It's just over an hour.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We're not phoning it in.
I wanted to take a hiatus after episode 100 because we had a lot going on. We were recording the
I think
music
he was just
video.
really
We were putting
sick
out a
of me.
single. I had a lot going on in my personal life. I was sick of Julie, and I
Hard
needed
to
a
not
break
take
from
it
the pod.
personally because it's like pretty much the most low effort thing we do, and like it just involves the two of us. And yet he was still like, "This is the thing that we need to stop doing."
And I had pipe dreams
That we wouldn't come back.
that that we were going to come back and just improve the hell out of the podcasts. I was like, I'm going to make all these jingles. We're going to have segments. We're going to have a better structured podcast. Somehow we're going to get better as podcast hosts during that hiatus. And we've come back today, and literally nothing has changed. We do have a new intro song, so I hope you enjoyed that at the top
There's
of the
gonna be
episode.
jingles.
We'll have a couple jingles. I think I'll put some jingles in. But we recorded, 2 episodes now? This is our third one since the hiatus. And the first 2, I don't even know if they're usable because we've just kind of like sat down and...
I mean, they are usable.
They're usable.
They're usable.
We'll probably I don't know if we'll put them out as full episodes or just like little clips, like tag them on to the end of other episodes.
The
But
last
anyways,
one was decent.
last
I
one was
mean, come
decent.
on.
The first one was decent too. They'll probably just be banked episodes
Something-
because Julian's unavailable next week, so we're already off to a bad start
Oh
of having
wow! Way to just give out my whole personal life on the pod.
your whole agenda. But anyways, that's where we're at. I think this will be episode 101, the return of Podcadzo. So welcome back,
The
everybody.
return of the greatest podcast in American history.
That is true.
Welcome back to Podcadzo, the official companion podcast to the well-known indie rock band Cadzo. As always, I am your host, Colin, joined by my co-host, Julian Cuke Ferrara. And everybody, we have a very special guest today.
Illustrious.
Certified Podcadzo legend, Chief OG, a.k.a. Quincy. Thanks for being here, as always.
Feels good to have you back.
Very good to have you
being
back.
here. I love being here.
So
It feels right to have this one be episode 101 because
Last
Quincy's a
time-
great guest to have for 101.
last time you were on, we all got a little too high.
Yep.
This time we're not too
We
high.
are not doing it this time.
This time we're going in the opposite direction
We're getting
and potentially
fucking
having a couple
plastered.
too many drinks.
Yes.
So look forward to that, everybody. That's
Idea for a
during-
segment is the Fent break.
event break. Yeah,
Yo, what?
we'll need a fourth camera for that
Yeah.
and a dedicated Fent corner.
Probably a corner.
But the hiatus wasn't totally useless because I think the improvement that was made during it is that Julie and I realized we're much better at Podcadzo if we're a couple drinks in.
I don't
And if
think
we
I
stay
realized
drinking-
that. I think that's just what happened because we weren't podcasting. Was I was like, well, I guess I'll just start drinking.
It's one or the other.
Yep. Now it's both.
Yeah, but it does, a little liquid courage, and it gets you warmed up.
I think you realized what I had been saying the whole time, which is that the podcast is the best when we're not trying.
Yeah, totally. And so
when
that was
there
the
is
other.
no plan.
That's what I can't like. The couple episodes we've done so far have been kind of like wandering and aimless because we're like, okay, how are we going to use this? Like, we don't really have a plan for the new podcast structure, all this stuff. And then in the last couple of weeks, just for nostalgia's sake, I was like stuck in traffic. I was like, you know what? I'm going to throw on an old podcadzo episode, see what that was about. Because I rarely listen back to them. You know, I have to edit it. So I listen to them then. But like once they're out, I don't really listen to them. And this might sound arrogant, but I thought the old podcadzo episodes were great. I listened to the cars. Like, this is high quality stuff. We're really onto something here. Why am I trying to change the whole format? It's too much work. It is fun to just show up here with no plan and just talk. Mm-hmm. And let's just continue to do that. So I showed up today and told Drew, I was like, hey, listen, let's just get right back into it. So there's not a plan for today. It's going to be podcadzo classico. We're going to just shoot the shit and catch up. There's a lot to catch up on.
Yes.
First,
such as.
Let's catch up. What? Do you have something in mind?
No, I was hoping that you would.
Well, I wanted to give our illustrious guest, Chief OG,
a
chance for his spiel. Anything for us to catch up on with you?
Man, what has not been going on with me this year has been insane.
You have been quite a busy fella.
Yeah, like whether it's my day job or even DJing, like I have not had a break, and that's a blessing, honestly. Like what's been going on, House on Tap has been fantastic this year. Shameless plug, we have our season finale this Sunday, and I'm looking forward to it. We got some really, really damn good DJs about to play this Sunday, so I'm really excited for that. But
unfortunately, this will have already happened by the time this episode comes out. I'm sorry, so this plug is worth nothing.
That is true.
But still, talk about it.
Yeah,
I just want
it's still something cool to talk about.
Still something cool to talk about. How many DJs y'all got?
So we have four DJs, 4 total sets, an hour in each. Everyone's playing their unique genre of house music. But yeah, it's exciting. I can't wait for it just because.
That's
like I said,
4 hours of music.
Yeah, it's 4 hours of music.
Sheesh.
What time of the day does it start?
Noon.
It's at Breckenridge.
Yeah, it's at Breckenridge Brewery.
I would come,
venue.
but I'm gonna be in stupid Michigan this weekend.
Dude, just call in sick.
That is an option, I suppose.
But yeah, no, I can't wait. And then, yeah, like I said, it's the season finale, so we're going to be done for the year, and we got new things coming up with it. But yeah, it's been taking a lot of my time, but I'm honestly happy about that just because it's gone so well. I mean, I have DJs hitting our page up left and right talking about how do I get involved? How do I get, I want to play this next one. Like how do I get involved and be a part of this? And I think like even the community is very grateful to have it too, just because, the nightlife scene is good, but not everyone wants to be out past 9 p.m., you know? And so, just being able to throw a day party for people to come in and enjoy, it's pretty damn dope. And, I've gotten nothing but positive feedback. And so I just feel like it's been a great opportunity to do something for the community.
No, it is a really cool thing you're doing. And that's awesome that people are like latching onto it and want to be involved. Because something like that is needed.
Oh,
Yeah, I think that we've said it last time we were talking about House on Tap, but there's not really too much else going on in Fort Collins specifically that's like just for DJs right now.
No, not just for DJs. And like people in Fort Collins talk such a big game about like the music scene here. And there's a healthy music scene. There's a lot of bands and there's a lot of venues and it's cool what we have going on, but there's not really like a real sense of
not too much
community
diversity
and like there's people in the inner circle. And, without trying to sound too bitter, it's hard to get into the inner circle these days. And I have a chip on my shoulder because Julie and I have talked about this on the pod before, but we've both been like active in the Fort Collins music scene since we were young kids.
And we've been outsiders the whole time.
Well, I don't know.
Never quite made it all the way. Well, you haven't, I guess. I have. I've been an outsider the whole damn time. There's people that I've been playing with for a decade plus who still don't even know my fucking name yet.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. And what makes me even more bitter is
I guess it's my fault.
This like somehow by accident, this band I was in high school managed to like get kind of into the inner scene Savage Cabbage is the name of the band, my high school band. And I felt welcomed by the scene then, and we were getting like good gigs. And the peak of it was like we got to like open for like Flowbots on the main stage for like New West Fest one time.
You guys actually made it somewhere.
Yeah. But so that makes me feel like, you know, I have this chip on my shoulder and I'm kind of like a veteran of the scene. And then with Cadzo, it's just like no one from the Fort Collins music scene has like embraced us at all. And don't get me wrong, we could be trying harder. Like, could be going to more people's shows or like reaching out to more people. I live in Denver, which is what makes it hard. I don't know what Julian's excuse is.
You know what my excuse
I mean,
is.
to be fair, it's a ways out for you too, man. Like,
Well, it's mostly because I spent the last 8 years of my life working over 55 hours a week.
Yeah.
This year, I'm taking for myself. This is my me time year.
This is Julian's me time.
But also, I do go to a fair bit of shows. I do know people in the scene. I am in multiple bands, and I would like to think that at least 2 of the bands that I'm in are pretty popular in the sense that people know that we exist. They know that they when we put stuff out, they know that we've put stuff out.
Yeah.
We get a decent bit of coverage. We get a fair bit of social media engagement. But then when it comes to the actual playing shows and being like embraced in the community in that sense, that's where it doesn't happen, because it is like a popularity contest of like
It is, and you just have to jump through the right hoops and like talk to the right people. And I don't want to sound bitter. I'm very happy with how Cadzow's going, and in a sense, I feel
more
being
proud.
embraced by the scene to too much of a degree as a band. I'm talking like separately from the DJ scene here, but like in the indie
it's just
bands.
you out there. Like, you don't have like.
I mean, I do. I have a group of DJs that I hang out with that play a lot of shows.
But when it comes to like the marketing of it, it's like you're marketing yourself.
Yeah.
We're marketing like an entity known as Cadzo, which I
Right.
feel like is a bit of a different.
It is a different beast.
Level
And
of
then also,
engagement.
like, if you become too much ingrained into, like, the local music scene, then you get that moniker of, like, local band,
Right.
which can be kind of a curse. There's cool parts with it, but then everyone will just see you as a local band. But, like, right now, Cadzow's kind of mysterious, and it could be anything. And, you know, I feel like we're able to jump around to different
I don't even know where we're
scenes and
local to at
outlets.
this point, because we've played Denver more than we've played Fort Collins.
And I think that's a good thing, though.
Yeah.
Because
It
you
is.
like, just because, I mean,
It
most
is,
of
but
them,
it's also just heartbreaking.
I say
Yeah.
we're a Denver band, like, if, you know, like, if we have to, like, submit to something, or if there's something that says, like, what's your hometown, I said Denver.
honestly.
Yeah.
It is just like a little shitty though, because it's like, again, it is at the end of the day, I feel like our fault for not doing more to play the game, but I do think it is a little bit of a bummer that, like, considering how long, not just how long we've been doing the same thing with Cadzo, but considering how long both of us have been individually in the scene.
Yeah.
I think we should have more, not necessarily that people should like respect us more and want us around more, but like we should have more positive connections than we do.
It's just the principle of the thing, because at the end of the day, we're doing better than a lot of the bands who are in the scene.
Right.
But yeah, it's just the principle. And I feel like we have this podcast. We often talk to people in the scene. I feel like we're trying to do something to
have
hype people up.
on.
Yeah.
Well, and we try to have people
we try to have
more.
bands on. Oftentimes they blow us off
We
and
get-
then never
yeah,
and
we
then
get
never follow up
ghosted
and
a lot
and, yeah.
by local bands,
By local
which is
bands.
fine. Like, ultimately, being on the podcast isn't going to really gain. It's not going to get you anything. It's not going to like
No.
elevate where you're at as a band or do anything for your social media. But it's just like a fun thing. It's the way that we like to expose the local music scene in the way that we can. Because like, yeah, we could have a fucking playlist on Spotify that's like, these are all the local bands, but like everybody does that these days, and
Right.
like nobody,
And that's only for
really,
selfish reasons.
yeah, nobody really does that for any reason other than to cross promote their shit with other
Yeah.
shit that's doing better than their shit, whatever, playing the game, playing the algorithm game. But at the end of the day, this is a way that we thought we could engage and get the scene a bit more exposed and like give people a platform to like tell their stories a bit more.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, like, yeah, we get blown off a lot more than we don't get blown off, and that's fine. People are busy. There's a lot going on, but it would be cool if not even that people could like acknowledge that we're doing it, but just if people could, I don't know, in some way or another, accept that Kadzo exists in this universe with them, and like let us play the game too, because
well, again, I don't give a shit because
we're a
we're
good
doing
live band.
cooler stuff than anyone else is doing.
And that's what I was gonna say. Like the key to it is, I think it's just you guys are doing your own unique thing, and that's what's gonna set you apart from all these other like local talent. Like I'll be real with you, I've played the game. Like the reason why I started House on Tap was because I low-key got tired of playing the game. I low-key got tired of having to show up to X event because I need to make X connection with this person so that they can connect me with this person and stuff like that. And only to get blown off because some other DJ has more followers than I do. But it's just like, you know what? Whatever. I'm just going to start my own thing.
Yeah.
And the people that are going to come to it are going to come to it. And I've just been lucky enough and blessed enough to say that there's multiple people over the hundreds that want to come out to these shows of mine.
Totally.
You know what I'm saying?
And now
it's
you're
like,
the dude with the thing
which
that
I
people
think,
want to get into.
That's the cool part about it is now you have control over it.
Like my advice to anyone that is trying to come up in the scene is if venues and promoters are not going to book you, make your own event.
Yeah.
Make your own thing. Do something that's going to set you apart. Like a lot of people, you know, when TikTok first came out, that was their formula. They do something crazy on TikTok and it blows up and now they're famous for doing stuff. But that's become so saturated now. It's like, okay, what else sets you apart from all of the other artists that are trying to make it out here? So I just went with the thing with, okay, well, there's no day parties happening in Fort Collins. Denver has a lot of day parties, but Fort Collins doesn't have it. I could throw it at a coffee shop, but everyone's doing the coffee shop rave thing. So what's the next best thing? Well, Fort Collins loves their breweries. Let's have a house party at a freaking brewery.
Yeah, the setting is genius.
Oh, yeah.
And it's
Totally.
cool, too, because, like, you don't necessarily need, like, a full-blown, like, venue in order to have an event, which I think helps a lot, too. And it is interesting, like, DJs, especially with like Instagram and TikTok and all that bullshit, it's almost like DJs are expected to not be at traditional venues these days. Like the expectation is that you're like on a street corner or like riding a fucking bicycle while you're doing a
you're
set.
at a rave at a brewery.
Yeah.
But and that's the thing, because it's like we've gone to this era, especially in the EDM world, we've gone to this era of like what they're calling soft clubbing, which is essentially like, you know, you're having these coffee shop raves, you're having these raves at a brewery and things like that, because no one wants to be at a traditional club, right? Like,
yeah, they suck.
They suck, right? Like I'll be honest, right? I love playing clubs just because I like that nighttime vibe. But I've heard from several different people that's like, dude, club culture sucks. Everyone's so pretentious. You got to buy a section just to look cool, you know? I gotta worry about X person getting, you know what, you know,
bad stuff,
slipping something in my drink,
slipping something in someone's drink. Like they hate that culture, and so and then on top of that, it's late at night, so it's like, oh crap, I'm gonna be hungover and I got work the next morning or some shit like that, and so that's where this comes in. It's like people want to, you know, go out in the daytime, enjoy, get some coffee, grab a beer, dance to some music, go home, get ready for the next day.
Yeah, day drinking to house music at a brewery is about as good as it gets.
It's such a vibe.
Yeah, and like then having enough time to recover for the next day. That's
and then another bonus that I love about it is that like I'm helping local businesses as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it's not like, again, your typical club that's trying to gouge, you know.
Yeah, you're not like, I'm going to take 60% of your beer sales for the day. Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm at least with House on Tap, we're trying to showcase local businesses. Like, for instance, Funkworks. Funkworks was, and shout out to Funkworks. They're closing in.
Shout out Funkworks.
Shutting down their Fort Collins location. It's been there forever.
Yeah, which I'm really sad about too, because that's the first place we had House on Tap. We had 2 events there. They were both successful, and like the manager was even telling me, how much of an impact we had
On their business.
And so
That's huge.
It's amazing to hear stuff like that. Sad that they're closing. Because I really feel like maybe I should have kept it there because they were doing so well with it. I don't know.
It's just like such a, in my mind, that place is like a staple of Fort Collins because I came up, I was freshly 21 at around the time when like that place I felt like was in its peak, like when it was really a cool place to be, and it was always such a well-ran place. And yeah, the management there was always fantastic.
Oh yeah,
so.
The staff there was amazing. I mean, like I said, when we hosted the first event, like they took care of us, man. I felt like I didn't really have to do a lot of lifting, and then on top of that, like because they had so many people, I had some of my friends who are supporting me in my event go and run drinks and food out for them. You know what I'm saying? So it was nice to see that businesses like that are doing well because I had an event there. Like I had a part to play in that. So that's what I like about House on Tap, man. It's like we're doing things for the community. This is an event for the community.
Well, and the like ads that you made for social media also did do a really good job of highlighting the venues. Like you would always make sure to like be walking around the venue or like doing different segments in different parts of the venue and like showcasing it, which I think is really unique too. Because I don't know, most organizers and promoters and whatever you want to consider yourself in this operation, like they really don't take like the localized approach to doing things, and it feels like it's felt like since the beginning what you do with House on Tap is truly to build the community, like this specific community up, which
no doubt
I think definitely a lot of people really appreciate that. So
yeah, I mean, like I love Fort Collins. I love this city. I've been here almost 5 years now, and it has a culture to it that I enjoy. Right, like yeah. Could I go to Denver? Yeah, I could, but I'd just be a number in Denver. I feel like I'm building something great here, and this is such a big city. I feel like it's growing, too. A lot of young professionals are moving out here, so let's give them something to enjoy.
Totally. I think that's awesome, and I do think it kind of makes me a little bit not jealous from, like, the rock side of things, but it does make me wish that there was something a bit more, like that for the rock in the indie community. I mean, there was Blast and Scrap for a long time. Blast and Scrap was doing
I think they're coming back
really
now.
good things. It seems like, yeah, they still do one-off
Yeah.
events and stuff like that, but they were really filling that hole for a long time. Now it feels like
I'm
there's kind of a whole opening back up there.
I'm surprised they were even gone. I thought they were still around.
I think I don't think they like disappeared necessarily. They just took a break from doing like the consistent shows. Like they used to put on like one thing a week, it felt like, or like 1 to 2 things every week. There was, the Blastin' Bowl, there was other random junk that they would do, and they would always
They're doing the shit at the record shop.
integrate like multiple different genres, all that stuff. They were good about getting the whole scene involved.
Yeah, like
But
I
now
know they ran Horsetooth Fest one year because I got asked to do that from them.
Well, and they did that like the heavy music fest at the Lyric that one year that Foreign Words got to be a part of.
Oh, that's right. You guys played then, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Well, in non-local music news, you guys listen to the Taylor Swift album?
Hell no. Absolutely not. I'm not cursing my algorithm.
I know. I had to open incognito browsers and stream each song individually.
It is kind of crazy because I did listen to it, and then I opened YouTube up, and there was an entire like Taylor Swift section on my YouTube
I saw the same
page.
thing.
It was like
Santana
for
was
you,
on there.
Taylor
Yeah,
Swift.
You see what I mean?
I know.
But you know what's so crazy? I got that shit too, and I've never listened to a Taylor
Yeah, it's
Swift
just on.
song or videos.
She's
So I
just
really
that
feel
She
global.
like.
controls the media.
Yeah, she's
But
that
you-
global.
But you see what I'm talking about? People are freaking paying money for all of these streams and these promos to feed people's algorithms. I'm just like, I don't listen to her, so why are you feeding me this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucked
Just
up.
to force feed streams. Like, no, I'm not gonna click on her songs.
So to give
Sorry.
myself some credit, I was early on in hating this Taylor album. I listened the day it dropped, My wife, Julia,
Is she a T-Swiss fan?
not really.
Okay.
She likes the COVID albums, Folklore and whatever. But we were at dinner like the day it came out with someone, and someone brought up the new Taylor Swift album, and no one there had listened to it. And I was immediately like, don't even bother, it fucking sucks.
Mm-hmm.
And they all jumped down my throat. Well, Julia did specifically for just hating it because it was Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I don't know if it
And I was
sucks.
like, I got pissed because I was like, you guys didn't even listen. I respect her enough to have listened to the album, to have brought my critical ear to it. And I'm, an honest opinion. And I like a lot of Taylor Swift. I'm willing to say that. But this
A
was
lot of Taylor Swift?
I like a
That's crazy.
few Taylor Swift.
That is crazy.
I'm gonna
work.
call you out on that.
I like 4 or 5 Taylor Swift songs.
Yeah,
That's a lot.
Like less than a percentage of her discography.
I like the Ice Queen pop era
Wait,
Taylor Swift.
But are we talking about the regular versions or Taylor's version?
Taylor's versions. They're pretty much indistinguishable, aren't they? She kind of just like
No, don't tell
copy
that to
them
Taylor
exactly.
Swift fans. They'll get mad.
can't talk to Taylor Swift fans at all.
Precisely.
But anyways, yeah, the album sucks, but it has been an interesting like the zeitgeist has really turned against Taylor.
I don't
in
know
the last couple of days.
why it took me this long to realize, like, it never clicked in my head until this record that she writes provocative lyrics just to get...
That was the first thing I latched onto was like these lyrics are like,
They were only written just so that there would be a dialogue, a
Totally.
discourse, not even a dialogue.
and also she's stretching so hard to like have her lyrics come off as like intellectual and poetic. And
well,
it's
that's
like,
the thing,
she
like, before...
name drops a lot of like random, like intellectual auteur shit, and it's just not done well.
No, before, with her shit, I always used to think, wow, her lyrics are pretty dumb and pretty, like, pointless, but she thinks that they're provocative and she thinks that they're, like, bold
Yeah.
and expressive. But really, I'm pretty sure at the end of the day, like, what she's been trying to do for years now is just write lyrics that will grab the attention of social media and people, big T-Swizz fans who will, like, do all this dissecting and turn it into some huge thing that it's not. And yeah, it finally clicked for me with this record that I was like, she doesn't even write the lyrics because she gives a shit about what she's saying. She's only writing these lyrics to get the attention of the zeitgeist.
You know,
and that pisses me off so much.
You
That
know,
makes me so upset.
I'm having major deja vu right now because I feel like we had this conversation before.
Under the bright lights before, it's very possible we've
Like,
talked
no, I'm
similar
just
shit
like,
about-
didn't we say the same thing about Drake?
Oh yeah,
yeah,
for
for
sure.
sure.
And so
Because
it's like,
with Drake, it's obvious though. With Drake, it's literally like he puts so little effort into the music itself
Right.
that it's like, okay, of course, everything that you're saying is just to be provocative and just to get people's
and
attention.
so that's I'm like, does it get to a point where like an artist just gets so big where they're just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm just gonna have a ghostwriter write my lyrics or AI write my lyrics and like just write provocative shit that's gonna grab the attention
I
of
feel
social
like
media.
this is Taylor's. I mean, honestly, it's Taylor's Drake album because the tracks themselves are super weak. The instrumentals
they've all been
mean
copied
almost nothing.
from other pop songs.
And-
It's now well tread territory of like every single song
Mm-hmm.
on that album is just a complete rip of a different pop song.
See,
like the
it's
big one they
so-
caught on first was what's it called? Something romantic. Whatever the romantic song
Yeah.
is, "Where's My Mind" by the Pixies,
Mm.
and then she rips off like a Jonas Brothers song. Every song was a rip of a different pop
Yeah,
song.
and the instrumental is literally just a delivery apparatus for her shitty vocals. Like that's the only thing she gave a fuck about was it. That's what it feels like. Is the only thing she gave a fuck about was writing lyrics that were so like tongue in cheek or like atypical to her typical lyric writing style that it would definitely like generate attention towards that. Because yeah, the tracks are like unlistenable. If you were to just take away the vocal and it just be a fully instrumental album, the tracks are so unlistenable. They're boring. They are so 2D, like you said, derivative of so much shit that's been going on already for so long. And again, we've said this a million times on the pod too, but it just really sucks that like that comes out at the same time as a bunch of other music that is like genuinely incredible and
Oh,
like
right.
effort was put into it. People thought about it.
Yeah.
Good campaigns, good album cycles. All of it just gets completely overshadowed by
But
one
over
Taylor
100
Swift
years,
album
we've crafted
that
a
nobody even
music
likes.
marketing system that allows for like
And
two
not-
people to steal all the air.
And not
Exactly.
to
Well, and
feed
nobody
into
even
your-
likes it though. Like it's
Yeah, totally. But it's
people
just
are
what
talking
everyone wants to
about
talk
it.
about. Like
Yeah,
us right
it's
now.
in the
Right.
I felt the
zeitgeist.
need to bring
But
it up.
it doesn't
Yeah.
even have to be good for people for it to just completely dominate everything,
Yeah.
which is also really shitty.
And not to even feed into your point, but like what albums did come out the same time as that album?
Oh man, dude, I got
Because
one.
I'm like
Thrice.
because I've been hearing that like, and I'm bad about listening to new music because I have like a whole bunch of other things that I'm doing. But like, I heard Thundercats coming out with something soon. Who else? It's like a bunch of like alternative and rap music that's coming out, and it's good rap music too. And I'm like, damn. It's some good like rap music's actually coming back.
Yeah.
But of course, like you mentioned, it got overshadowed by this damn trash ass Taylor Swift album. I'm like, I really don't understand the hype.
Yeah.
And back in the day, there was, and this goes back to something we talk about on podcadzo often about there being just no subcultures anymore or genres, because obviously it's been a thing forever that like a big pop album would come out and
Dominate.
kind of dominate everyone's attention, but there was enough local like subcultures existed, so people weren't even interested in pop and like
Right.
had blinders on. But now it's like no matter what, you have to talk about the Taylor Swift album, you have to listen to it, and it's just a part
That's
of
the
everything
thing.
because
I
culture is just ubiquitous.
don't even know. I for the last several Taylor Swift albums, I don't even know why I listened to it. Like I didn't want to. It wasn't like, oh boy, I'm so excited for it. Like it's literally like, okay, the new Taylor Swift album came out. I have to check it out literally just so that I know
Well, it is
what
just
it
like
sounds
watching
like.
the Super Bowl. It's like I'm going to participate in this vapid, superficial cultural phenomenon just so I have something to talk about with people at the water cooler.
No, it sounds like y'all just need restraint because y'all need restraint because I
I
promise
didn't watch
you.
the Super Bowl.
And also, Julian and I have the most successsukcessful music podcast in the world. So obviously, there's
Exactly.
added
We have
pressure
to
to
know what the
listen
new
to
T-shirt
it.
That's
Yeah.
true,
Sounds
but I'm just like, yo, like I don't care if anyone brings it up. I don't know what that album
well-
sounds like. I don't know what the songs' names are. I just know based off what you're saying is already proving my point. But it's like
Yeah.
just like
I agree with that.
It's Taylor Swift's Drake album. It's literally just it's slop, but yet
It is slop.
it's slop, but it's what the people want to talk about.
It's almost
And
like I'm I don't even check it out because I want to be able to talk about it when someone brings it up. Like I honestly don't really even care about that. For me, it's more like, and as unfortunate as it is, like it feels like Taylor Swift's albums are always now used as like mile markers or like historic like bookmarkers for like where pop music is and where it's gonna go. Like it's like I'm listening to it to see like, okay, well, where is pop music now? Okay, well, where is pop music supposed to be going according to
Really
Taylor
think
Swift?
so? You think other pop artists are like heavily influenced by? I will give you.
I think it's all a vacuum because I think that, and genuinely, the thing that I thought the most listening to this Life of a Showgirl record was just that she's still just ripping off Lana Del Rey.
Yeah, a
And
lot
then
of the songs sound exactly like
I
Lana
listened
and her vocal
to
style.
some Lana Del Rey and I'm like, okay, well, Lana Del Rey is kind of just, I don't know, like ripping off even earlier Taylor Swift. Like it's all kind of
Maybe,
just like,
I don't know. I feel like Lana's a more influential force for like anyone who's worth their salt in pop music.
But even then, like, I mean, I hate to bring the whole Charlie XCX situation up, but like, you know, the whole sympathy is a knife thing, like even just that whole thing being relevant again now, to me just kind of proves that Taylor Swift's like presence in pop music is like the thing that everyone is like the most intimidated by, or is like the most trying to
She's just like
replicate the
I don't
most
know,
without
there's
like,
pop music and then there's Taylor Swift. She's just like it's pop music, Taylor Swift, Drake. They're institutions in and of themselves, and it's like what is even the motivation for Taylor Swift to like make an album nowadays? You don't need the money. You've said what you needed to say
I think it's
throughout
just
the years.
maintaining that
Like, are you
relevance in the
so
zeitgeist.
heavy, like so greedy for attention and relevance that you have to make an album like Life of a Showgirl?
And that's why people shouldn't feed into that shit. I feel like
Yeah.
It's
But
just-
it's working
But it's
perfectly.
too- but
and it's the same shit with Drake. Like
Yeah.
Drake went on this long hiatus, and then as soon as he does anything, it's like, oh, Drake did something.
it's literally a cultural shift. Like
Yeah.
the world stops because this man breathed on Instagram Live. Like, come on.
Yeah, exactly. Like an indicator moment of like what we think is gonna come next after that, or like how it's gonna change what comes after that.
Mm-hmm.
And I do think, maybe not even necessarily musically speaking, that's what Taylor does, but I do think very much so, like the social engagement and even like the aesthetic appeal of everything, like is always reacting to Taylor Swift's latest album in some way or another.
Yeah.
Even though her albums are in themselves completely derivative of what pop music is already doing.
I just feel like there's, like I said, like Taylor's her own thing, and pop music is gonna move. There's gonna be people in pop who are just not inspired and kind of hacks who are gonna follow along with whatever Taylor Swift does. But then there's people like Charlie XCX who's gonna release like a truly generational album, like she did last year.
I hate to say it, but that Brat album was something just so good.
Oh,
yeah,
dude,
no, it's incredible.
Like it's so.
it was my album of the year last year.
And it's like I don't even follow pop culture like that. But that album, especially the remix album,
Yeah, the remixed album.
my gosh.
Yeah, she could make people that didn't give a shit about that whole world actually kind of care about it.
It's insane.
For a little bit.
It's just,
Yeah.
I applaud her for it because she really changed her sound from what she used to do back in the day. Like I remember Charlie XCX as the girl that's saying fancy for fucking Iggy Azalea.
That's so fancy.
Yeah, like that's what I know her as, and all of a sudden she
Yeah.
comes out with this.
Or everyone knew the Iconopop song.
Right,
I don't care.
right.
Yeah.
And now she's making
I
like
hated
the
that song.
grungiest.
I love that song.
She's making like some of the grungiest music ever, and I fucking love it. It's actually pretty dope.
Yeah, Brat was a cultural shift for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, and it just goes back, like, because Charlie XCX, she's driven, and she has, like, a creative vision, and she has something to say, and she has things to overcome. It's like what people say about, like, Jerry Seinfeld. Like, after Seinfeld became successful, Jerry Seinfeld is a comedian. It's like, he's a fucking joke, like, because he's not relatable. And he has no, like, real world relevance to write from. And, Taylor Swift, she's a billionaire. People worship around her feet. And I'm not saying, like, if you become successful, you shouldn't make music anymore or anything like that. But it's like...
But I don't even know, like, okay, so I'm not trying to defend Taylor Swift by any means right now, but, like, I feel like Folklore, Evermore, those are, like, two Taylor albums where I was like, okay, she actually has a vision.
Yeah, that
Like,
was the
she
height of her
actually
creative...
That was only, like...
That's
what was
5
it,
years
like
ago.
5 years ago. So,
long
like, it is, but it isn't at the same time. Like,
It is
five,
the COVID years,
5
too. So
years-
they're not 5 real years, yeah.
But in 5 years for most artists is like 1, maybe 2 album cycles tops. For her, she's put out like 5 albums from then to now, and like I don't know, even like Midnight's. Though I didn't care for it at all, I still felt like, okay, there's like a little bit of a vision here. Like, it's a bit conceptual. She has like a thing that she's trying to do from start to finish where it's like a cohesive project. Not to say that it turned out that way, but I could tell that that's what she was going for. And that was pretty recently.
Yeah.
So I feel like from then to now, she couldn't have lost touch with all of the world and all that shit so completely that she puts out something this disconnected. I really do feel like it's just her way of trying to be like, how do I get the most amount of attention right now? And this is what she came up with. Like,
Artists gotta go back to start. Artists have to go back to making music like Rent is due. Honestly, no, I say that because I feel like that's when a lot of their creative genius comes out. But it's like you get to a certain, because I'm seeing a pattern now. Like I said, we talked about how Drake is now this level where he can put out mediocre music and everything is a culture shift. You're seeing it now with Taylor Swift. It's like, at what point do we stop letting these artists get so big to where they put out crap and all of a sudden it's still getting like 2 million streams per day or some shit like that?
Well, and this is when Taylor Swift should have like made her, industrial noise album or something. Like, say what you will about Arctic Monkeys, but and their
They
latest
suck.
albums,
They're vapid.
but
They're horrible.
At
They're
least
also
Alex trying to
derivative.
recognize, like,
He's a
hey, we
douchebag.
reached a creative peak of like the track we were on with AM, and we have to totally like rewrite
now we're gonna
the
write
scripts,
the
and we're
most
gonna write like very
boring-
pretentious, boring music. But at least they tried something new and experimental and did something different.
I think they didn't try, and that's how they wound up with that shit.
I think you have to try to write something like that. It's horrible.
You have
but
to try to
you have
sound like
you
you're
have to
not
try.
trying.
It sounds like they're trying pretty hard
On
both
the car.
the car and
The car, it literally sounds like bro woke up
Okay, the
in
car
the
wasn't
studio
great.
and was like, "Oh fuck, I have to fucking make an album right now."
the
Shit.
car wasn't great,
forgot.
but what's what's the casino album before that?
Tranquility Base.
Tranquility Base Hotel and Casino.
There's like 2 songs.
I was actually I like that album.
There's 2 songs on it that were
I
worth
think
it.
it's aged well.
It has not.
But anyways, we don't have to get in a whole argument. I'm just using that as a comparison.
They
Of,
suck.
like Taylor Swift, like it could have been cool if she realized, hey, I'm like the queen of pop music right now. The Eras tour was something totally unprecedented, and like I did something completely different. I did kind of reach my creative peak with Folklore and Evermore, and now it's instead of writing like basic pop tracks like I've been doing for a while, maybe it's time to shift to something different.
Taylor Swift is not the queen of pop. Beyonce is, just saying.
Beyonce is the queen of country music now.
Oh,
Quincy.
God, stop it.
I don't know. Stop it. Beyonce is the new Reba McEntire.
She is the queen of all music.
T-Swizz also said she was working on this album on the road doing the Eras tour when she was all burnt out and tired.
Yeah,
So it's
and
like,
comes across.
why the fuck
like
was
that.
that a good idea?
Yeah.
Why is that something you should think you should release? Like, people used to do this thing where they would write songs and then they would just write a bunch of songs and then they would release the good ones. They would write songs for a while. They'd find some good ones. They'd work on the good ones and then they'd release the good ones, and that'd be like their new record. But like everyone now, they just release everything that they come up with.
They call it the Throwaways album. Literally, like
That's what it
it's
feels
like
like.
it's like a bunch. It's an album that's literally a bunch of throwaways.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, I have this on the back burner, but it wasn't good to be on this album, so now here
That's
I
when
am.
you call it like a demo album or a mixtape.
Well,
or
we
something.
have like
right.
Not a
TikTok
full-blown-
and Instagram Reels and all this bullshit to blame for that, because now content is king.
No,
and
for-
you don't have to give a
exactly.
shit about what you're producing as long as you're producing something and staying
Yeah.
relevant.
Exactly.
Well, and she also, I don't know, she treated this like a full-blown album cycle. Like they started teasing
Yeah,
the
yeah.
artwork so early. She went on the podcast so early. Like they released the track list all early. They were hyping it up for so long, and it's like you also don't have to do that with every single album cycle. Like you can have like a surprise album maybe, or just
But my viewers, Julian, my
The
fans,
Swifties.
they need something to
to talk
They've
about
been
for the
they've been
whole
listening
summer.
to nothing but Doja Cat and Sabrina Carpenter. I need to give them something.
I saw something good. One second. Courtney Love.
I saw
Someone on
Courtney
Consequence of
Cox.
Sound. Someone asked Courtney Love about Taylor Swift, and they say Courtney Love sees Taylor Swift as a quote safe space for girls, but doesn't believe her music is important or interesting. And then someone retweeted and was like, extremely balanced and correct take. I think that's it. She's like a little, she's an institution.
It's like
We've spent
what
way
Green
too long
Day should
talking
be
about
for
Taylor.
teenage boys.
Yeah, well, at this point, like 50-year-old guys.
Well, yeah, but
50-year-old guys are like, yeah, I like real rock and roll.
but
I listen to AC/DC.
American Idiot would still hit just as hard if you were in 7th grade right now.
Yeah, for sure. We talked. Wait, I didn't mean for that to be a whole Taylor Swift episode. I was just bringing it up as a segue. But
No, I mean we needed to get it out
yeah,
of the
we
way.
need to get it out of the way. And again,
it's dumb as hell. The whole thing's dumb as hell. Like,
people need podcadzo to cut through the noise, and I'm sorry that we haven't been there for you.
I know
to
she
do
happy
that.
as hell. We even having this discourse.
Yeah.
Right now. Like
We better this episode better come up in that dumb YouTube Taylor
Right.
Swift along with Fantano.
that's great.
Yeah.
Fantano gave it a light 4.
And all his fans were pissed that he rated it that high. All the comments were like, I can't believe Fantano rated it a 4.
Yeah.
So I know you said you haven't really been keeping up with new music, but is there anything you have been listening to lately that you are hyped about?
Nah, I mean, I think the last thing I've been keeping up with was like Tyler released his latest album, which I fucking love.
Yeah.
Yeah. We talked. I don't know if that was an episode we put out yet.
No.
But yeah, that's one of the banked episodes. But yeah, we talked a little bit about the
Yeah,
new
I
Tyler
love
album.
that album. It's unique, but yeah, like I said, Thundercat's supposed to be releasing something new, so that's what I'm looking forward to. If it hasn't already been released, like we needed some Thundercat, man. Like the dude's been gone for so freaking long. It's like I'm just glad he's actually out making music again.
Earl Sweatshirt?
Oh
Is
yeah, did you
Earl
listen to
releasing
Earl?
something?
There's a new Earl
did.
album out. It's called
Yeah.
Live, Laugh, Love. It's very, very good.
And here we are
I like
talking
the-
about fucking
I like the
Taylor
Earl
Swift.
album. I know,
It's
you
Earl
see what I
in his
mean?
happy
Like,
era.
yeah.
I know. That it works
This is-
every time.
But you see what I'm talking about? Like this is what I'm talking about. Like, or this is what Julian's talking about. Like, literally, Earl Sweatshirt out here dropping that album. I fucking love Earl Sweatshirt, and here I am talking about Taylor Swift.
Yeah, no, it's pretty unfortunate. My literal favorite band of all
Yeah.
time put out a record on the same day as the Taylor album, and I guarantee you we're not going to talk about that today.
We can talk about Thrice. Well, let's not talk about Thrice
not
today
talk
while
about Thrice
Quincy's
today.
here. But shout out the Thrice album. I've listened to the whole Thrice album like twice through now, and
think
I
it's-
dig it. It's
Not talking about the music, just talking about the engineering and the production. It's like the best sounding record I've ever heard.
it's very
It sounds
very
so,
well done.
so fucking good.
Yeah, it does. There's a lot of range on the album too. Like a lot of the songs sound completely different.
Completely
but
different from what I was expecting too.
within the same.
I don't know why this
universe.
whole time I thought that Horizons West would be like the heavier half of the concept record. Like I thought East would be like kind of the chiller or spacier one, and then West would be like bah! But like it's really kind of the opposite. Like East is way heavier than West, I feel like, in a lot of ways.
Yeah. Speaking of new music, we did a little mini episode. One of the episodes we recorded was about this, but since that won't probably come out for a while, we will mention new Cadzo out, Bored with the Melody, and a B-side. And
Oh
there's
yeah,
a
we
music
have
video.
to release that episode that we did last week because it's all about that.
The video. So
Yeah.
maybe we'll put that out the week after.
Yeah.
Can I just say that video was a masterpiece?
Thanks, brother.
It was literally like if y'all have not watched the video, y'all need to go watch that video.
The
I was
day-
shocked.
The day that video came out, I got 2 DMs on my Instagram. One of them from my mom, of course.
Yeah.
The other one from Quincy.
Ah,
So thank you very
beautiful.
much for
Yeah,
reaching
thank you,
out.
Quincy.
It really does
No,
mean a
it
lot.
really
That
was
meant
a
lot.
good.
You're a big supporter on day
It
one.
really was a good music video. Like I literally was just like, oh my god, y'all elevated y'all's game, man. Like
The
that
best
was,
part is we did nothing, and we still get to look
So
good.
yeah, it was dope. It was dope.
Thank
I'm
you.
like, damn, it looks so official.
we
I was
didn't do
like, damn.
nothing.
Well, we showed up.
You showed up. I did something.
What did you do?
Let me explain the groundwork that went into this after the fucking podcast episode, Julian, if you don't recognize that yet. But
What?
we won't get into it now.
What did you do?
I made shit happen, brother.
I meant as far as making the video itself.
I bought the instruments for $200 at pawn shops around Colfax, and I painted them white.
the making
I spent
of
an
the
afternoon.
video itself, like
That
the
was-
the
I-
in
I-
the box.
I starred in it.
The dude that
It's not-
now all of a sudden he's trying to say that he did all this shit.
No, Marchin's the man. He had the creative vision for it. But I'm
There
saying
it
we
is.
didn't do
There it
nothing.
is. You gotta
And in
give
the
credit.
episode we're going to put out next week, we praise Marchin the
I
whole
spent
time.
like half of what you spent in gas just to get down to the fucking place.
Oh, Jesus. Now he's going to complain about driving. All right.
LOL.
Anyways, we put out the video. Thank you, Quincy, for watching,
Of
for
course.
being a supporter. So, yeah. if you haven't seen it already, which if you're a podcadzo listener and you're this far in an episode, you've seen the video. But watch it again if you don't mind. We do want to get it up. If it gets to 1,000 views, I'll be happy.
1,000's good.
1,000's
You
good.
say how many views you're at right now?
Like 800.
All right, I'll watch it 200 times.
Thank you.
I'll just keep it on
That
loop.
really fucked
I'll
with
watch
your
nothing else
YouTube
but that
algorithm.
music video. Yeah.
But thank you. And leave a comment if you don't mind too, and subscribe.
One thing I did miss in terms of new music that's coming out, I just peeped it on Spotify. Tame Impala's dropping.
Oh yes,
Deadbeat is dropping.
Thank you for bringing this up because we probably do have some stuff to say about the Tame Impala. Because Julian really hate. Have you heard "Loser"? The
Yes.
leads. Was it the lead single? Or did you
I think
release
it's the
one more?
lead single.
Lead single "Loser."
Mm-hmm.
Julian hated that one.
It's grown on me a little bit.
Has it grown on you?
It has grown on me a little
I'm
bit.
good.
I've been lukewarm about it. I didn't feel one way or the other. I thought it was all right.
So what about it is making y'all iffy about it?
I thought it was too much of his like DJ shit shoved into like an indie song, but I'm kind of changing my mind about that now. I do think it is a good kind of mix of all of his.
It was a divisive
all
song
of
when
his
it dropped.
previous-
I saw the internet
I think that's what it was that he was
Culture,
trying
yeah,
to be
kinda be
divisive with it.
split
and-
on that one. Yeah.
Yeah, and I want like my favorite Tame Impala is like Lonerism probably.
Mhm.
Like when it was just like psychedelic rock and not as like
Clubby.
housey.
Yeah.
I don't think any of his albums have become housey until maybe this one though.
I think that maybe trance is more trance.
No.
What would you call Currents? Because it's definitely
Currents
like
is
DJ
psychedelic.
inspired,
Yeah.
but
Definitely
it's very
psychedelic.
DJ
What's the one that was
inspired.
after Currents?
It was
the one with the sand.
What is it?
Album
The
cover.
Slow Rush.
Slow
Yeah,
Rush.
yes.
I felt like he was on a like logical kind of creative ascent up until Currents, and Currents was kind of again like what we were saying about AM, like the peak of that. And then on Slow Rush,
I
he's
thought
kind
Currents
of
was the first full departure, to be honest.
yeah.
Because like half
Currents
that record is just like
Currents
loops.
is my least favorite
Yeah.
Tame Impala.
Really?
I guess Slow
It's
Rush is my
so
least favorite,
boring.
but
No.
I
those
wait-
are like literally. I'm
I'm
sorry.
with Julian that
Well, we got in. So here's the thing.
Lonerism's my
We
favorite.
got into Tame Impala being like psychedelic rock kids. So like having the psychedelic rock be like replaced by
Currents holds a very important
Whatever
place
you'd
in
call
my
it.
heart, like personally, just outside of the music, because that came out like at an important time in our young lives, and it's kind of the soundtrack to summer for me. So I do love Currents in that way. I do listen to it often. I own the CD, but I just find a lot of it a little bit boring.
You know, it's funny because like I found Tame Impala through Currents, so maybe that's the reason why I have such a adverse opinion than you guys.
Yeah.
Like I think I found Tame Impala through, if I'm not mistaken, it was through Tyler, some way somehow. I don't know how that connection was made, but like I found him during Currents, and
was that Flying Lotus record? Wasn't there a Flying
Oh,
Lotus
yeah,
record
there was
that had Tame Impala and
Tyler?
No, it was Kendrick.
Kendrick. That's probably. I think that's what it was.
You're
It
right.
must
It
have been
totally
Kendrick,
is.
Yeah, and so I found him through that, and I'm like, I think what was the song on there? Is it The Less I Know the Better, or was that on Slow Rush?
The less I know, the better is
Wasn't that Currents?
no, that was in Currents. That was before.
I think that's the one that came out.
The second album.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see.
Not because it's not Lonerism. Oh shit! It is Currents.
That's what I was
You're right,
thinking. Yeah, I was like,
Okay.
I thought it was Currents.
Our bad.
But yeah, so I first heard The Less I Know the
That
the
is a
better.
great song. Yeah.
And
That
it's
is a
just
pretty
like
good
it just feels that psychedelic rock. I feel like it's still there.
It is. Well, so Currents, I think, is the album that
It's like half
it's
and
like
half.
both. Yeah,
Yeah.
it starts out kind of psychedelic rocky, and then the more you get into it, the more it becomes a very loop heavy record. Like what's the track? The track where like the whole second half of it is just like a 1-bar loop of the first half of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's the song, and it's a pretty popular song
Yeah,
too.
do.
I'm gonna try and find it. But that's the song where I'm like, that is the turning point to me of like that's when it stopped being psychedelic and started being more.
Are you talking
like,
about Let It
house.
Happen? That's the intro
Yeah,
song.
I was thinking Let It Happen.
No, eventually.
Eventually.
Like the whole back half of it is
La,
like
na,
that.
na, 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 na. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, this is what I was humming. I just got it mixed up with.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Eventually.
Yeah.
I don't know. This
That's
album
the
was,
song. That's the turning point for me. Where it's like stops being one thing and starts
Wait, back
being
to
another
Flying
thing.
Lotus. So the album You're Dead, which
Yes.
was dope, 2014. That has
Great
Kendrick,
record.
and that has Thundercat. But I don't know if that one has Tame.
I think there's a Tame, like a
there's-
Tame sample or something.
Sample.
There's
okay.
something with I just
He's
know.
not credited on Tame Impala's not credited, but yeah, you're probably right. There's a.
I
Tame
just
don't know what it
know
is.
that like it was some rapper that introduced me to him because I know it was one of the quote oddball ones. So like Kendrick, Tyler, Earl, like the whole odd
The Odd
future.
gang.
Yo,
Yeah.
Quincy, to completely change the topic, I've been wanting to talk about UK house music with you for a while now,
Okay.
and I've been listening to a lot of Aphex Twin lately.
Okay.
Where does he line up for you?
I don't really listen to a lot of UK house, and I feel like I should.
Yeah.
Like I just started getting into UK garage.
I guess Aphex Twin isn't really house, but I just know like
Like
EDM
you-
in general, dance
like
music
you-
in general. But
yeah.
he's more like trance, I guess.
Is he?
Aphex Twin. What would you say?
I think he's house.
House? Okay.
I think so.
Well, I mean, there's different genres of house, right? And I think you may be talking about UK garage because there's like
Yeah.
there's I know in the UK especially UK garage, UKG is something that like is really popular out there. Like so you have artists like Salute or Mall Grab, like things artists like that. And so you say Aphex Twins?
Aphex Twin.
I'll have to look them up.
I think you'd dig Aphex Twin.
He's
Aphex
OG,
Twin is
right?
Yeah,
Like
OG, like
90s?
early 90s.
Damn, I'm
Huge innovator. He was very inspirational to people like Boards of Canada, Tycho.
Oh,
That sort of shit.
Do you know Boards of Canada?
I do.
I fucking love Boards
I
of
love
Canada.
Boards of Canada.
They're so good.
I almost can't listen to Boards of Canada anymore because that's like all I listened to in college whenever I had to
It's too
study.
relaxing in some ways.
And it transports me way too vividly to
Back
my
to that.
undergrad days. Tycho kind of does the same.
Tycho, I was listening to a lot in high school, like senior year.
Let me rattle off a couple people. Okay, so Aphex Twin's one of them. I think we've talked about Prodigy.
Who doesn't know Prodigy, man?
But you like Prodigy?
I'm indifferent about them. Like
Mm.
I like their music, but I am also I can't like bear with me. I came into this scene, the electronic scene late, so I'm not fully versed on all the older artists that have come from that scene. So Prodigy, I like them, but not to the point where like I'm fangirling over them. You know what I'm saying?
They're
like
also
I don't.
like they're
Prodigy
all over
is
the
in and
place.
of it. Like they're their own thing.
Yeah.
It's,
For
like,
sure.
it's the same. It's the same opinion that I have about Justice. I love Justice,
This is cool.
but also I'm like not to the point where I'm just like, oh my god, Justice dropped a new album. Let me go and buy the ticket to the tour. Like I don't fangirl over most artists.
What about Chemical Brothers?
I know about the Chemical Brothers.
You like Chemical Brothers?
I
do
grew
like
up
them.
on the Chemical
Yeah.
Brothers.
Julie and I were just blasting Chemical Brothers down here
They're like
like a week ago.
What's that one song that like? There's one song that's like that people like to play. I've heard like several different DJ mixes to it recently.
push the button.
That's when there was a Hummer
Say-
commercial with that recently that brought that one back up the
I think I
charts.
saw that.
Was
the
it
EV commercial?
Bro, it's the
Rock
hey,
Block and Beats?
Hey Boy and Hey Girl.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, like
yeah.
a lot of DJs are starting to like play that in their sets these days. Yeah.
Do I have any other artists? I guess those were the only ones I want to bring up.
Diplo.
Okay, what about Diplo? What about Major Lazer?
Diplo or Major Lazer?
Diplo first.
Diplo first and then Major
Okay.
Lazer.
Diplo is great. I like him as a DJ. Like I think he's pretty cool, and like it also like makes me. It's insane how this man is behind almost every single major pop product out there. Like Renaissance from Beyonce.
Yeah.
Did not know that Diplo co-wrote that. Did not know. Had no idea.
Because he was also doing like I don't want to call it a country thing, but he was doing like a guitar vocal
No,
kind of project.
well, Renaissance wasn't the country run. That was
that's right. That's the one.
That's the EDM
yeah,
one. That's
right.
the one that everyone got mad
But
about
he-
for winning for a best
Wait,
electronic.
Shit. Well,
Yeah.
but then didn't Diplo do
I
like
don't
a
know if Diplo-
guitar thing?
with Beyonce.
Not with Beyonce, but just in general.
He did have not a country, but he did have like a guitar arc
Yeah.
at one point.
Super weird.
But yeah, that man is really fucking talented. Like, at first I was trying to find a reason to hate him, but I just have to give the man props. Like, he just puts himself in the right place at the right time. And like, again, I had no idea that he co-wrote Renaissance. You know what I'm saying? Like, when they won the Grammy for it, I'm like, why Diplo talking about he won a Grammy? Oh, he wrote the album. That's insane. Or he produced the album. That's insane. So it's like, yeah, no, Diplo, I like him. Major Lazer, I miss Major Lazer.
Yeah.
We need to get back to that. You know, the old days of EDM, because I don't know what this new shit is. I miss because like Major Lazer was out here putting out summer anthems. The him, DJ Snake, what else? Zed? Shit.
Zed, yeah. That was, in a lot of ways, Major Lazer was my introduction into EDM. Like, I had friends who, in like 2011, 2012, whenever, were just so into Major Lazer. It kind of introduced me to the whole thing.
I still argue, and I think a lot of like older ravers like myself agree that like the 2010s were some of the best years of EDM, because you had artists like Major Lazer, DJ Snake, Zed, David Guetta, like just making just bangers, and they were just teaming up with all of these pop artists, right? Like, like, what was it, Major Lazer and Justin Bieber? That album, but Where Are You Now? The Jack U album? My
That
God.
song,
Jack U,
that
yeah.
song bangs, honestly.
I'm telling you, like, can we get back to that?
I listen to that all the time now. I'm like, man, I wish I wasn't such a pretentious indie fuck back in the 2010s, and I wish I was more open-minded, because I love so much of that shit now that I just wasn't willing
I'm
to like
glad
give a chance
that I
to.
didn't give it a chance back then, because I think in some ways that I wouldn't be able to appreciate it now for what it is, if that makes sense.
True, it is like I get to hear that stuff for the first time now.
But
I
even
get to
then, though,
realize-
like,
objective ears.
but then
Yeah.
you hear people talk about like what music festivals or EDM festivals were like back in the day, hearing that live,
yeah,
and I'm just jealous. I get jealous because I'm like, damn, y'all were out during the good old times when people actually were enjoying the music. Nowadays, motherfuckers go to a fucking EDC and all they do is have their phones up, looking at the artist,
and it's
not even
it's
listening
only
to
for
the
the
music,
clout of
and
being
it's
there.
exactly,
Yeah.
it's only for the clout.
But
So,
that's
like I'm saying,
all-
I miss.
Yeah, that's music
That's
in
just
general,
all
kind of.
shows.
Yeah.
But I miss.
Unless you're into Thrice.
I guarantee you there's going to be people at the Thrice show who are holding up their phones the
Yeah,
entire
I'm gonna be out of town that weekend, or else I was gonna try to work that show.
Really?
But anyways, I've been listening for like a while now, because Connor, who you met at my wedding,
Yeah.
and who's a frequent guest on here, got me into Daft Punk's Alive 2007 album. And I listen to that often now just because it comes up in like my workout mix. And then watching like the 2007 Daft Punk, it's like almost more like all 90% of the music I hold near and dear was at its peak in 2007. But I would almost like skip all of those shows to see Daft Punk in 2007 and experience that.
You wanna see something real quick?
Yeah.
So I was at this vinyl event in Fort Collins at Breckenridge like a couple weeks ago, and I just became a vinyl person. So I just started buying up a bunch of vinyls.
That's what you're a vinyl person now?
I'm a vinyl person now.
We'll have to talk about that next episode, because
sure.
Julie and I both have collections as well.
I'm starting to build out my collection. I'm not there yet, but I'm getting there.
We'll talk gear and collections next podcast.
But you want to know one of the vinyls that I picked up?
Was it Daft Punk?
It was
It was
The
Alive. Amazing.
It was the
I've come
Alive
so
album.
close to buying that album
Oh man,
so many times.
Like I bought that and Homework.
Nice.
So Alive is such a banger, bro. Like
Yeah.
Why the hell did I have to be in 7th grade when that shit came
I
out,
know.
dude? Like,
Wish I had the content. But in a lot of
Yeah.
ways, I'm glad it, like, growing up with Daft Punk was a cool thing in and of itself. Well, anyways, you plugged House on Tap. Anything else to plug before we wrap this up?
yeah. So House on Tap season finale is this Sunday. Breckenridge Brewery. RSVP. It's free. And then Halloween, me being me and another DJ are throwing a Halloween party at Breckenridge Brewery.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, they asked us to play their Halloween party, so y'all should show up.
Okay, well, this will definitely be out before Halloween. So people in FOCO, go to the Breckenridge Brewery Halloween party.
And it's
That's
techno.
awesome.
It's techno.
Oh, nice.
So we're playing like some hardcore techno. So y'all
Nice.
should definitely go.
That's fucking dope. Is it on the 31st?
It is on the 31st, that Halloween night.
I would be there. I have to do sound somewhere. Stupid.
Oh my god, bro, you're such a loser.
I know. Fuck.
What are you doing on Halloween, huh?
Well, I don't want to disclose it here, but
Dox them.
I'm working.
Where do they live?
I'm working.
What are their
you're working.
socials?
The Doors Jam. No,
Come on, dude. It's
No,
spooky season.
I know. Well, that's up. Quincy, as always, thanks for being on the pod.
Of course.
This felt great. I've missed this. It was good to do a full podcadzo episode. How do you feel, Julian?
We literally did one of these last week.
But we weren't leaning in as much because it was I enjoyed that too. But
This is my thing. He doesn't enjoy the episodes where it's just the two of us.
I do. I
He
enjoy
won't-
them immensely.
He won't admit it, but
He
that's
has
what's
a
going
complex
on here.
about this.
Is that he doesn't like the episodes where it's just the two of us. Every time it's just the two of us, he's like, "Yeah, it was fine, I
You're
guess."
spending quality time with Julian.
No,
What are
that's-
you talking
that's
I
not
do.
this is-
I like
that's not
the
what
episodes.
this is about
I
anymore.
like the episodes with the two of us. I was only saying this one felt good because it's like, okay, we're actually just leaning into
Save
what
it for the
podcadzo
therapy
is
session,
now.
bud.
Yo. Not us attacking therapy.
First of all, I will not go to therapy. I will never go to therapy. A lot of people have tried to make me go before. You're just added to the list. You will not be the one.
don't
who breaks
listen to
me.
him. Take care of yourselves.
I
Go to
agree.
therapy.
Everyone else should go to therapy.
Go to therapy.
I'm not against therapy as a thing. I'm just not going to go to therapy.
It's not going to work for me.
It's not going to work for me.
specifically.
Yeah.
This was good.
It's like that's a line from The Departed, I think. And not that I'm Irish, I'm Scottish, but they said someone had it was like Freud or someone like that had a theory that the only culture that therapy doesn't work on is the Irish.
That would make sense.
We're too manipulative. And again, I'm not Irish, I'm Scottish, but spiritually I very much identify with my Irish brother. So, great to be back. Thanks everyone for listening. We're gonna try to do weekly episodes when Julian's tough schedule. When
wow,
he's
yeah,
available.
like I'm the one who really.
I'm here every fucking week, dude. I make myself available.
You have missed plenty of weeks because of random shit.
No, I haven't.
Okay.
Wrong. I'm great, and I am available.
Well, that's the good thing about having
And
episodes
I'm-
in the bank.
hey, guess
is
what?
that we
I'm-
don't need to get together next week because there's one in the bank.
I'm self-employed now too, which is something.
Congratulations,
I thought we
bud.
might talk about that on this episode, but
Oh, okay.
we'll save it for
No,
future.
give
one.
us a blurb.
I'm self-employed, and by the way, we have our first podcast
Hire
sponsor.
Noco Sound and
Noco
Stage.
Sound and Stage, expert audio production services in the Northern Colorado Front Range and Wyoming and Denver areas.
Drop a little thingy down
Yeah.
below, you know?
I'm already gonna book him, so you might as well.
I'm working with Quincy.
Yeah.
I'm working with a lot of illustrious artists in the area. I have the goods and I have the knowledge to make
A
stuff
high
happen.
quality recording.
A recording or
a high quality stage
live
performance.
events. Yeah.
Whatever you need.
I'm excited for what I got planned for you to help me out.
Hell
with.
yeah.
This
I'm
is-
I'm excited as well. So anyways, I bring up I'm self-employed now to say I make my own schedule 100% now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a podcaster.
You should employ me.
I'm trying to. I have employed you. You were my first employee.
Employ me full time.
I will not pay you a salary.
Come on, man.
I will
Times
not.
getting hard out
I
here.
will
man.
not
You gotta
pay him. I will not pay him a salary for Cadzo. I will not pay him a salary for Noco Sound
Come
and
on,
Stage.
man.
You will always be a 1099 worker.
Ah, that's insane.
Just give me a couple gigs a month so I can quit my day job.
Yeah. Well, eventually, I think the goal is for Noco Sound and Stage, Podcadzo, Cadzo to just be all under one umbrella of us just doing cool shit, and we'll make a living that way. We'll get by.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah.
would
I think it's doable.
call
me crazy. I think it's doable.
Yeah, we got a lot of work to do to get there, but it is doable.
I fully
We're
support it.
putting in the work now.
We're trying.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah, I want to quit my job so bad.
Yeah. I did too, and
He did it.
it's not. I did it. It's not all sunshine and roses. I'll tell you that much. It's been a week now. And, first of all, I miss seeing you at the. I miss the office in general. I thought I'd never say that. But it's weird when you tie a lot of your identity to
It's
something like that.
Stockholm syndrome.
And then you're like, man, that's just part of my life. It's like dying a little death in a way.
I
It's a
mean,
good thing. It's
yeah,
growth for me.
But you're moving on to the next chapter.
I
It's
am.
not
I'm moving
even
on to the next
something-
chapter.
yeah.
And but yeah, it's things like this are never easy. But it's all good. I'm very lucky to be in this position. I'm glad I'm doing it. And it's all looking
We're
up
proud
from
of you.
here, baby. Thank you. Cadzo forever. Podcadzo forever. Podcadzo X Chief OG forever.
Chief OG.
That's all I'll
forever.
say.
For sure.
Thanks, brother.
Absolutely.
Cut out on. Wait, hold this hand again.
Okay.
Cut here.
Cut here.
It's podcadzo.